Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Watchbox, and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email me, tmosso@thewatchbox.com. It's in the description below. Your purchase and pricing email question line for buying this or any watch you see on any Watchbox platform. Reach out to me directly. Email tmosso@thewatchbox.com for pricing. Today, we're discussing a rarely seen IWC sports complication made from 2001 to 2004. This is the GST Chronograph Rattrapante 3715-23. 43 millimeters in diameter in stainless steel. It's 16.9 millimeters thick and 53.5 millimeters from link to link, the total distance across the wrist. Now, the watch is part of the GST collection that launched in the late 1990s, so called because they were offered in gold, steel, and titanium. This one is stainless steel. The watch has a reassuring heft to it, something that you would like to have in a rugged sports timepiece. And it's nicely made. As you can see, every single link of the bracelet removable. We'll throw it on my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference. And I can declare that the watch fits well, but it fits large. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend this watch for wrists smaller than mine. I think a 16 centimeter circumference wrist or larger is necessary to wear this meaty timepiece because the lugs and the end links are pushing out to the edge of my wrist. And you can see that well from this angle as well as from over the top. I don't have a whole lot of clearance here. Now, the watch comes with a bracelet that is beautifully made and thoughtfully designed. As you can see, it features a taper down from the lugs through the links. It features polished outer faces, polished intermediates, satin finished primary links, and you can remove every single link on both sides. So you have quite a bit of sizing flexibility to get this right. Internally, the clasp, which is a single fold deployment, features a handsome engine turning, and then we have a locking system with a single trigger to release it, so it's fairly secure, and the watch is built nicely with an interaction between lug and bracelet that is assembled exactly the same way as the links are attached to each other. So you do need to press its center and then push the bar through to remove the bracelet from the case. That means it's just as solid as screw-fixed bars, and you don't have the vulnerabilities that come with spring bar attachment. You can see this is a early to mid-2000s IWC because it includes the fish crown rather than the later Proboscis fuchsia crown, and it has a handsome set of pump-style pushers with high-polished outer faces. The bezel has recesses in its flanks, and it's polished on its side as well as its top. The watch is a screw-down crown, 120 meters water resistant. We have a dished and stepped silver white dial, and it's really more white than silver, with a classic sporting tritone of white, black, and red. The watch features a day and date complication with quick sets for both. It features a hacking or stop seconds function, lovely set of stainless steel rhodium-plated and faceted indices with hands at center to match. Now, you'll note one of the attractive features of the 7750 base that's used in this watch, which is that it has a semi-instantaneous minute jumper, and you'll see how that works right here. It's quite crisp, so you never get caught betwixt and between when trying to read the minute. Now, the watch does include lume, and I'm going to show you that. Keep in mind the hands are superimposed here. Both the hour and the minute hands are loomed. Inside the case, we have IWC caliber 79230, which was created by watchmaker Richard Hobring in the early 1990s, initially on pilot's watches, but it is a split seconds complication that's been built in a sort of sandwich fashion into a Valjoux 7750. Now, back in this period, IWC would receive the knockdown kit of the 7750 from ETA and replace a lot of parts, including the regulator, the power source. They do in-house tuning, finishing. It was very much a build-up of an Abauche rather than simply placing an ETA movement into the case. Add the Hobring system for the split seconds, which required cutting basically the movement in half and then inserting the middle complication, and this basically becomes an IWC movement. Now, you can see there's not a whole lot to see through the reverse side, as it is a solid case back, but caliber 79230 is a unidirectional automatic winder based on the 7750, hacking seconds, double quick set, 44-hour power reserve, and of course it has the split seconds complication that allows you to split the seconds between two concurrent events, such as runners passing a finish line or cars around a track. It beats away at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and IWC always started with the highest grade of 7750, so either top or chronometer, they would have put a very high grade in before performing their regulation, finishing, and parts replacement. So you're getting a watch that really does have a very clear-cut IWC pedigree. And since this movement was the first mass-market Rattrapante that was ever available. You're getting a historically important movement inside a watch that had a very short production run, thus ensuring exclusivity. Reach out to Team Mosso at thewatchbox.com for purchase and pricing details.